Hey guys, I am here with another tag video for you today. Finally getting around to all the things I haven't done. This is the rapid fire book tag, and I was tagged to do this by Serenity Dawn from The Story. I will link her channel down below. She's super sweet, so go check her out. And in this tag, you just really quickly answer a whole bunch of questions about books. So let's get started. Ebooks or physical books? Physical books. Paperback or hardback? I like both. Hardback lasts longer. Online or in-store book shopping? I do both, but I love bookstores. Trilogies or series? You know, both can be good, but if a lot of the books are already out, trilogies are a little less daunting. Heroes or villains? I love a good villain, and I also really like a villain that is potentially redeemable. A book you want everyone to read. This is probably a lot of people's answer right now, but The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas is amazing and totally something that everybody should read. Recommend an underrated book. I actually just finished one that was fantastic that you don't hear a ton about on BookTube, and that is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her last name. It's French, but it is such a good book. It's set in the 1400s, and it is a mix of historical fiction and fantasy. It's about assassin nuns. Yes. It's fantastic. Totally go read it. It's the first in the trilogy. I read the first one. Definitely plan on picking up the other two. The last book you finished. The last book I finished was actually this one, The Spiritualist by Megan Chance. This was a really great read for October. It's an adult fiction novel set in New York in the mid-1800s, and it's about a woman who was born into the working class, marries into the upper class, and then her husband is suddenly murdered after they attend a seance. And when she is accused of his murder, she decides to investigate why and how he was actually killed. What is the last book you bought? The last book I bought was at New York Comic Con this weekend, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabati Here. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? Okay, so there's probably weirder things, but for things that come to mind are like bills and receipts. Definitely have used those as bookmarks. Used books, yes or no? Yes, clearly. I mean, who could afford to buy everything new? I like new books, but used books are the bomb. Top 3 favorite genres. Okay, so for this I'm going with sci-fi, fantasy, and historical fiction, and this can be adult or YA. Borrow or buy? Both. Definitely both. Libraries are the best. I grew up with them, but I do also like owning them, and now that I can afford to buy some more books, I probably buy more than I should. Characters or plot? Man, you kind of need both, really, but I guess characters, but definitely world building. All about the world building. Long or short books? You know, I like both. If I'm buying a book, I like it to be long because it feels like I'm getting my money's worth a little bit more, but short is good if you're trying to get through a lot of different things. Long or short chapters? I definitely like shorter chapters. I get irritated when they're so long that I can't find a good place to stop and put it down if I need to. Name the first 3 books you think of. Berserker, probably because I just got an arc from the author, which I'm excited about. The Spiritualist, and Children of Blood and Bone. Books that make you laugh or cry? Probably laugh. I like books that make me laugh. Crying is good too, but I have to kind of pace myself on that. Our world or fictional worlds? You know, I love fictional worlds. I go to books a lot for escapism. I mean, our world is good too. I think that's an important thing to have as part of your reading, but fictional worlds. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, I do like audiobooks. I don't listen to them frequently, but I think they're a good option. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yeah, don't we all? Book to movie or book to TV adaptation? I'm definitely going with book to TV adaptation. I feel like movies miss a lot of the nuances of books, whereas miniseries or TV shows do a much better job of capturing that. Probably miniseries are my favorite. A movie or TV show that you preferred to its book? I'm gonna go with Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. The book was kind of boring, but I loved the movie. Series or standalones? You know, I like both. If it's really good, I want to get more invested in the world, but a good standalone can be great as well, depending on the subject matter. Alright, so that is it. This was a fun tag. I think a lot of people have already done this, but if you haven't done this, consider yourself tagged. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.